Alright, next one is true size and shape. So here, when we think about a view, alright, that is, again, is projected. Yeah, some of my students have an issue dealing with the passive voice. Okay, this is passive voice. We're talking about a view is projected perpendicular, right, to the edge view of a planar surface. And that kind of view is going to give you a view that is true size and true shape. Okay. So what it means, the true size and true shape, is we'll be getting always a normal view of a specific surface. Okay. It's kind of like looking at it. We call it looking at it, the views that we get, because it is your line of sight is perpendicular to that surface. Don't forget it. So if you forget about it, you can draw. Okay, you can always draw. So a view that is projected perpendicular to an edge view. So if you have an edge, right, a view like that, and your view is perpendicular to edge is nothing but it's just an edge, right, a line of the edge of the surface. Let's say your surface is on that side, and you can say from the front view just a line, and we call that the edge view. Yeah. So it sets a view that is projected, yeah, perpendicular to the edge view like that, okay, of a planar surface. So this edge view, again, you're having an edge because you have a surface, right, a plane. So it can be that edge, or it can be this edge, or it can be this edge. Right now I'm taking this edge of this plane, okay, even if I'm not drawing it here, because if I draw it, you're gonna have a confusion right there and looking, at it from the front. So your line of sight is right here, straight perpendicular, right, on that edge. So what we're talking about is, and that is going to produce a view, yeah, which is, let's just say I'm drawing on my pictorial, it's just a straight, rectangular block like that. So what you're gonna get is a normal view, okay. I'm gonna roughly draw my normal view like this, okay, because I am looking at it from the front like this, and we're talking about this edge right here, this line I'm drawing there of this surface, you can see it on the side. So this is what we're talking about. Edge view of a planar surface will always produce a view that is true size and true shape. In other words, again, normal. Normal, we usually fill this one with a color. Remember, so this is your normal view. Okay, that's what we're saying. You usually show this little point as a point where your line of sight is perpendicular to that plane. Okay. And that's what we're talking about. Okay, so when you read it, if you don't draw it, it is really difficult to visualize it. So make sure you draw. Okay, draw to be able to get these things. I'm really fast now because my brain is trained to see that. Yours is not yet, so you gotta train your brain to be able to see. Okay, what is said, and it has nothing to do with English, by the way. English is just a language. Okay, what we're studying is beyond a language. Don't forget that. We're studying what we have here in the nature, and that can be described in many different languages. Language is just a way of communicating what we have in the nature, and there are many languages in the world. Okay, so some of the things we have in the nature we can't describe by using a language, and that's why we had to use it, mathematics, right? Complex mathematics, for us to be able to accurately describe. Even that we can't be able to get high accuracy, right, in description of what we have in the nature. We never have absolute stuff. Everything we have estimate. Yes. So anyway, we don't want to go into that deep or deeper level. Yeah. So let's go to the next slide on true size and shape. So when we deal with the problem, we're going to have two. One is inclined, surfaces, and the other one is oblique surfaces, okay, to the projection plane. And again, that's again true size and true shape of it, okay. So all the formal words is going to confuse you, or the terms, right? We're just talking about, hey, there's an object in 3D because it has a height and width and your depth, and we have our world is that's what we see, okay, with our nervous system or brain, okay. From human perspective, what we can see is only within the scope of a human perspective, right? And we call that three-dimensional, but there are other stuff that we don't know and we can't be able to perceive are out there too, okay. So don't forget that. Right now we're just thinking about, hey, there's a three-dimensional object and we can get a projection of that on a plane, if we put it in a box and that has 6 surfaces, we can get 6 views of that object, front and back and the top and bottom and right side and left side. And that's what we're seeing. And when you carefully think about these projections or the views, right, that we draw, they have true size and shape, even the inclined and oblique, we still have it, if you think about the line, there's a true length, according to the rule of the true length lines. And we have already seen, how we measure and transfer from top to front and from front to right side, and we know how a line can be transferred, right, from one view to the next or adjacent view, right, and still have the true length, So that's all about, all right, true length, true size, and true shape between the projectors and projections in these 6 planes, producing 6 views, of course. All about the accuracy and precision, okay, of the projections appearing or being captured, in these 6 planes, I think you can't get it. If you didn't get it one time, you can get back to it, right? Because after 6 months later, you will get it.